Yesterday, in KISEKA Market, we saw a clip of plainclothes men shooting in the air. I don't know what they were doing. Some people are saying that they were maybe arresting someone. But militarism is being entrenched in society, and it's very dangerous. For plainclothes men to shoot in the air, was very bad and didn't look good. Let me first play with the tape. Here's the tape.
Never Baby. Bagala, kuchuma.
Abala so basigadde na wano.
Era gwe baagala.
Bali mukuba amasasi bantu. Bakuba amasasi. Bakuba amasasi abantu.
That is the clip. When you see that clip, you may fail to distinguish between armed robbers and a genuine police operation. It is the truth. Even armed robbers at least disguise themselves as policemen. And I'm waiting for the regime to give out a statement on that. But they have fallen short. Because such thing to happen, the regime would have come out to give a statement in 1 or 2 hours. For such clips to happen, and then all government propagandists come out to say that for America putting their citizens on travel advisories was a wrong move. If such things happen, what do you expect other foreigners to do? But also Babani came out to say, and I quote, came out to say just last week, the regime apologists were cautioning the decision of the US to place Uganda on a level 4. Do not travel advisory. We love our country, but those who rule over us are the enemies of our country. See the video and you may think you are watching scenes from a war front, but this is just KISEKA Market in the middle of our capital. How do you persuade people to visit a country that behaves in this manner? Heavily armed thugs in plain clothes terrorizing people in broad daylight. No wonder ordinary people thought they were armed robbers, and yet these are the regime operatives who have been given the license to terrorize, abduct, murder without consequences. How can an ordinary citizen distinguish between criminals and security operatives when there is no difference in how they conduct themselves? We must all aspire to build this country where security forces behave with utmost professionalism. And Bobby Wine is right. How can you tell me that 2 plainclothes men can shoot anyhow? God forbid, what if those stray bullets killed someone? What if they destroy their business? How can they follow up to the operations commander? And this is what happens. Under the regime where there is the recklessness and where there is no rule of law, even those who support the regime may become part of the bad governance. They may become victims. And when these things happen, one day armed robbers will come and steal a bank. People will think it is the police operating. There are some decisions which were made since I think it was made when General 7 came into power. Roadblocks are only supposed to be put on a main road. Do you know why? Because the moment the police puts roadblock in feeder roads, it can attract even robbers to put roadblocks in the feeder roads. It was done because when you find a roadblock in a feeder road, just know they are thieves. roadblocks are only supposed to be put on the main road. It's the reason why even when police is making maybe an operation, the roadblocks on the main road, they don't put them in feeder roads to avoid the use of rogue elements to use the same tactic. So when you start applying those things of plainclothes men shooting anyhow on the streets, you are inviting criminals to hold guns and attack someone, and people will think that it is police, they won't fight back. But that's what we get when we're being headed by a rogue regime. So the purpose of this video, I've come to talk about the shooting which was made in KISEKA Market, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the strategies we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know, if you're into this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagwe. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. First of all, I called on the police spokesperson, I called on the CMA spokesperson and all security organizations to come out clean on this conduct. Our country is getting to the dogs. Militarism and gunmen are controlling everything. And this is a risk for a failed nation. This is a risk for goonism. In a country where ghetto structures are being built as a militia, in fact, General Museveni is sleeping, we are going to find ourselves in a hole where we will not be able to come out. Things are going to be bad in the near future if you don't come out to reclaim our country. Such a scenario was highly bad. Such a scenario was highly uninvited for a person to come out on the streets and shoot to the people and no statements being put out. Okay? And those are the same people who are terrorizing NUP supporters in campaign, and everyone was shielding them, most especially the regime propagandists. By the time you will know, you will be moving on the streets as minister or an NM supporter, and a stray bullet will hit you. Because under bad governance and leadership, no one is safe. And I call upon all security operatives to come out and fight this rogue entity. I know they may be so strong, bigger than the police, because in our security forces, there are some force that governs a lot of things, yet it is unconstitutional. So it can go away with a lot of things, which is unfortunate. Of course, that's my opinion. My name is truly Mr. Mark in the Suleiman Magal. If you're into this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I'm motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you another one. Peace.